Good morning, fellow Academy55 Premium members and all those who are watching the recording later on today. David Khan here, taking you through the Academy55 indicator process strategy, if you want to call it that, between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock this morning. Today being Wednesday, the 17th of April, and it's 5 to 7. Well, it's 4 minutes to, sorry, it's 4 minutes to 8 in the morning here in the UK time. And so congratulations if you were around at about 7:13 this morning. Nice 2 to 1 you would have had. You're seeing these more and more. Well, they've always been there, but I've been concentrating on the 8 to 9 hour. And with that in mind, a lot of you have, if you look in the back office, there is a post I wrote yesterday to explain my actions. And my actions are, at the moment, I am paper trading between 8 and 9 because the price has been too funny with me over the last few days, and I want to get my confidence in price action going, doing what I want, going the way I want, working with the Academy55 indicator. So until such time as I'm satisfied with the way it's going, I will be paper trading. But with that in mind, I mean, I'm doing me, you do you. So we'll go through the process as normal with a bit of housekeeping, making sure your MT4 is fully functional for if you want to place a trade, and that is that you are on the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame, because that's what we're trading, and you've got the trader system going. Make sure you've got auto trading on, nice smiley face in the right hand corner there, and you've got your risk to reward turn purple, your lot calc turn purple, your 1%, because we go after 1% per trade, and this box here turned purple as well, so you can close all trades at a moment's notice if you need to. So that's but I won't be using that myself because I'm paper trading, just using TradingView. And until, like I said, such time I get trading what I see, and for the last couple of weeks, it's not been that good for me anyway. So trading what I see till I see that I'm getting sufficient results using the Academy55 system at this time of day. It's the times of day when actions speak obviously varies a lot, but generally between 8 and 9 we have a directional move on the EUR USD. We've been having directional moves, but not sufficient volume to move it so much for our indicator, and that's what I've been seeing over the last couple of weeks, trading what I see, not what I think. So until, like I said, sorry, it's the third time I've said it. I've only been here 4 minutes. Until I see till I'm convinced myself that we're getting positive results again, I shall be paper trading at this time of day, 8 till 9. But I'm seeing no such thing when you are trading between 7 and 8. But obviously I'm not live with you guys, but I'm seeing quite a lot of success using the indicator between 7 and 8. Myself, I'm sticking with 8 to 9, especially certainly for this week anyway, because that's the time advertised. And also, really, for me personally, 7 to 8 is a little bit too early in the morning. But it may be that if this situation goes on for too long, I will be then considering moving from 7 to 8, where we get more action. But like I say, I'll do me, you do you, sort of thing. So we've reached the time of 8 o'clock. Nice to see so many people on today. We've got a sell situation. We have been above the purple line way back in what we call, this is called the Asian session, from 10 o'clock last night to 6 o'clock this morning. That's the Asian session. And the Asian session basically is on most pairs is to consolidate, which, and there's hardly any volume. You can tell by the length of the candles, and that's certainly what they do. But at the same time, they have been moving downwards. And what usually happens after that, if the Asian session has been slowly moving downwards, during the London session and beyond, they slowly rise upwards generally, not all the time. So we've got a sell signal at the minute. The next one had to be a sell signal because we go buy, sell, buy, sell. So it had to be, so the next alert after that has to be a buy alert, because that's the way the indicators are set up. But we have to wait, obviously, until you get a red trend line, the volume of ribbon turns red, a red wave, and the parabolic SAR, well, the parabolic SAR is above price now, although you can't really see it because it's masked by the alert signal. But we're here lying in wait, ready, in readiness. I just had a quick look on our Facebook page. I understand one or two of you have had success with this morning's trade. So congratulations to you. And so from now should be a watching brief for you, because you've got your 2%, obviously. And so you're done for the day. We don't encourage over trading, because it's all about mindset as well. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves of that. Not promoting greed in trading, because it may be you may be of the constitution. Oh, I've got 2% here. Let's see if we can get another 4, 6, 8% or whatever. And psychologically, you could, I'm not saying you will, but what could happen is you change the rules within your own mind slightly. So, for example, if we had a sell, oh, it says sell there. This is the extreme example, but it says sell here. So, yeah, let's go for a sell. Cut out the middleman, cut out the trend line turning red, cut out the wave turning red, cut out the volume ribbon turning red. And that's an extreme example. Or it might be that everything is red, red, red for a sell, except the trend line, which is still green. Oh, so that's near enough. Let's go for a sell. So doing that, you've made up your own strategy. This strategy here, green, green, green for a buy, red, red, red for a sell, has been back tested to the umpteenth degree over the last months, since the middle of 2023, actually. So I've got hard and fast evidence of how it works. Whereas if you took a trade and the volume ribbon was red, wave was red, parabolic soul was red, but the trend line wasn't red. And I've been in situations where we've been waiting for it to go red and prices come back again, and all of a sudden we haven't got a trade. I believe anybody who's been with us for a length of time have actually seen that happen within my live trading that I've done. So that's why we don't encourage over trading, because it could be that psychologically you will change the conditions, and we don't want that because there's no back testing for that. So we don't know how successful it would be, the process. So that's why we don't do it. So now we've got a sell situation. These lines here are for points of interest that are drawn up. I think I've got time to quickly do this. Like, for example, this point here is the lowest it's been since November. That was at 7 o'clock last night. No, sorry, 6 o'clock last night. That was the lowest point it's been since last November. But the bigger picture, let's have a look at the bigger picture. I want to take the strategy off just for a minute and show you over here. This is where we were on the 2nd of November, so a long time ago. And here is actually an imbalance candle. So we could quickly draw that up. I mean, I don't think we're going to get down to that, these heights, but this has to be equalized at some stage. We just don't know when yet. But we'll draw it up nonetheless. So there we go. So get my so explaining what I mean. So there's no selling power on that side of the candle, and there's no selling power on that side of the candle, because that's the candle there. So there's no, so it needs to be equalized, and this wick here mitigated that part of the candle. So that candle is all, that part of the candle is already be balanced by that wick there. But this part here is the imbalance, which needs to be filled at some stage. We just don't know when yet. So let's get rid of that and go back to what's going on. Trust that not a lot has gone on. And indeed, what I've been seeing in the last couple of weeks is running true to form for me, where the volume run right out. We had a buy, London opened, and it's almost like they're stalling for the last quite a while until they obviously make a decision of where they want to take the euro against the dollar. But euro opens at 7 o'clock. The European exchange opens at 7 o'clock. And they were obviously keen to fight back against the dollar with the euro. But now London's opening, and they're probably saying, well, got more people analyzing the news or whatever situation there is around. And they are saying, no, we'll wait for such and such, whatever that may be. We don't know what it is, but this is a scenario that could be happening. Where in lots of cases before this, before April, they'd go on the strength of whatever the opening at 7 o'clock say, and they'd either disagree and go one way or agree and still carry on. But now in this very, very nervy time with threat of war and famines and God knows what else in the world, it still could contribute to what we're seeing here. It's just my opinion, but it seems logical for me. And in any case, as you may know, I trade what I see, not what I think. And what I'm seeing is this indicator is not working for me for maybe those reasons between the hours of 8 and 9 at the moment, and until such time as I've satisfied that it will, or get back to some sort of normality, because I was having really good success between 8 and 9 before April, and then now it's gone a little bit awry. So until I can convince myself by what I'm seeing, things are going back to some sort of normality as far as I'm concerned, I shall be paper trading. It may be that if it carries on for much longer, I'm prepared to go, because I'm prepared to go for a while, and then if I'm not convinced, I will be looking again at another time, whenever that may be. So we could be getting ready for a sell, but as you know, the price loves to hug this purple line, and if there's not much volume around, we could be, although just here, look, let's get that tool again. Where is it? All right. Just here, we see imbalance that needs to be filled. So there is reasons for price to get down to these levels here. Whether they want to do it during this actual trade, if there is going to be a trade, we shall see. But there is reasons for price to get down to these levels, because there's no selling on this side, no selling on that side. Exactly the same as the higher time frames. So with that in mind, we want to see a scenario where price will get down to here somewhere, and the stop loss will be, and if the wave turns red, the stop loss will be there somewhere, which will make your 2-to-1 there, which would be and that's just over 2 pips, so that's fine if that's what happens. But we're going to wait for the trend line to turn red. So that's sort of scenario. Say the trend line's green at the minute, but it's leveling out, as you can see. You can see it visually leveling out. It wouldn't be impossible to imagine it will go red any time, but we're waiting for the wave to turn red, and that's where the stop loss will be, which will be about there. Power size are nicely above price, as you can tell. And that'll be the sort of scenario, because we got imbalances here that need to be filled, and our take profit is in the way of that. So hopefully, if if it plays out the way I just said, and price gets down here, we could have ourselves a sell with a nice 2-to-1 outcome. And indeed, the trend line has turned red now. Unfortunately for me, the wave is masked. See if I can see it on the. See if I can see the wave. Yeah, the wave is indeed red. So the wave is red now, so all systems would go. So as soon as it hits there, I'd be in the trade, looking for a 2-to-1 there. So that's how we'll see that trade play out. Like I say, I'm only paper trading at the minute. I'm not actually live trading. I want to see a number of successful days at this. But there we are. That is an official trade I would have taken. So let's see how that happens. The point of interest here obviously is here, whether it just bounces like it did there or break. Well, very much depends whether there's sufficient volume to do so. But there is good reasons for price to go down here because of this imbalance that we're seeing. But we're in the trade now. Let's see what happens. I mean, coincidentally as well, there is a bit of concern because this candle here is imbalanced as well. So there's good reasons for it to go and see if they're committing themselves to a long-term sell, they might want to come back up here and mitigate that this imbalance here on this candle here before carrying on the sell. So they would go down to a. If you ever want to put it back again, you just press the everything in the way here. I just accidentally moved that a little bit, but if you want to put it back, you press this here when you undo, and it puts it back to where it did. Did you see it move then? Do that again. Look. So move that up there. Say I move it up there. Look. So if I press that little arrow there, it takes it back to where it was before I moved it. So if you move anything by mistake, that's indeed where you can put it. So as you can see now, it's actually bouncing on the purple line. The question is now, is there enough volume to break that purple line and continue on down for a few pips to give us our 2-to-1? But nice to see so many people on this morning. Bit cloudy down here, but we have got a little bit of blue sky here in Cornwall, the southwest of the UK. That's where I live. So I'll be taking my dog out for a walk later on, as I do every day. I mean, doesn't matter about the weather. He goes out every day, so that's what I love, really. Gives you an excuse to get out. Sorry, I'm not here to talk about the dog. So indeed, yeah, the not the worry, but the looking at price now, we have indeed clipped that purple line now. So the question would be asked, are we going to fill out this imbalance before making a move down, or are we on a different trajectory, go up again, or are we going to find enough volume to get these imbalances down here? So we're not, these are different scenarios that could happen. But with the back testing, we know that we have a lot of success with the red, 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 go for 2-to-1, green, 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 go for 2-to-1. So we are doing that. See, so for example, we had imbalance on this little bit of a candle here. Price came up with the wick and equalized that imbalance. And also we know that price generally loves to hug this purple line. So these are all different things that could be going on. But really, I'm quite wrong in saying all these things, because once we're in a trade, we are in the trade. Don't get your mind working too much about being too analytical about these things, because we have a phrase called an analysis paralysis. You can overthink things very, very easily when you're trading. We are actually committed now in the trade. We took the trade there. All we know is if we get up there, we've lost 1%, or if we get down there, we've won our 2% of the day. And that's all we should be concerned about now, because we've already done the analytical bit as much as we need to, because with the Academy 55 strategy, it cuts out a lot of your thought processes and how analytical you should be. So talking about things that are happening while you're in the trade generally isn't helpful, because you're in the trade. So there's no point if you're of a not a nervous disposition, but somebody who gets anguished. It does no good at all, because it doesn't help, and it doesn't. There's no point to it. It doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't do anything for your mental state. This is the sort of thing I've been seeing quite a lot of over the last couple of weeks, this scenario. I want to see decisive moves like this, and it's just not happening for me over the last couple of weeks. And indeed, again, it looks like that may be happening. Which is unfortunate. And indeed, yeah, there we go. So we got down as far as 1.24%, and came to take us out again. Seen this quite a lot over the last couple of weeks, trading what you see. So that's hence my decision to do paper trading rather than live trading myself. Unfortunate, but there we go. That's trading. So, with that being said, I don't think we're going to gain any more today by carrying on. But congratulations once again to the few who took this trade at 7:15 this morning. Really nice classic trade. And we'll come back again tomorrow. Yeah, if anybody did take that trade, you will be allowed to do another trade now. And if it wins, you win 1% over the day. And if it loses, obviously, sounds obvious to say, but you lose your 2%. And then you walk away and come back again stronger tomorrow. So with that being said, thanks very much, guys, for being here today. And see you all tomorrow. Thanks very much. Cheers for now. Bye.